Mixer, a program exploring the landscape where different art forms mix, with Athanasia Andromanetsikou and Theodoros Tsapakidis.
In our new episode, we are going to explore how Paterson, a bus driver poet, William Carlos Williams' epic poet, fertilizes Jim Jarmusch's homonymous film and sets light on those aspects of life that usually go unnoticed.
Amos Oz said that in Greek literary works the hero is not a person, but a place, a mountain, a river, and he used as an example the adventures of Huckleberry Finn, where the protagonist is the Mississippi, the river.
It can also be a city, a beautiful, ugly, poor, historical, and unknown city which causes the same commotion as an unknown person.
A city, a man like a city, and the hero of the movie Paterson, a bus driver in Paterson, New Jersey. He likes the poetry of William Carlos Williams, who wrote the Paterson, a 5-volume poetic epic about the town and its people.
The bus driver himself writes poems before starting work, during his lunch break, in the afternoon, in the basement of the house. He is probably not a typical representative of the American working class. However, as Oscar Wilde used to say, since Monet painted his fogs, colds have increased in London. And who knows, maybe from now on there will be more poet bus drivers.
How hard is it to talk about nothing? For the little things in life? To do that, perhaps you need this to listen. And Paterson knows how to listen. The conversations on the bus, his acquaintances at the bar, his wife, just as his favorite poet, Williams, the pediatrician knew, who for walks on weekends in the parks among the people, for this very reason to hear and see nothingness.
The look of Jarmusch is penetrating. His hero is in no hurry. He doesn't want to make a career, he doesn't want to be famous, but in his own way, he follows in footsteps of Williams, his favorite poet, who focused on the local, on the small story, on ordinary people, and summed up his poetic method in the phrase, no ideas, but in things. Poetry is not in ideas, but in small things, a phrase repeated over and over in his poems. This principle runs through Jarmusch's film, as does Williams' poem, which Paterson reads to his beloved Laura.
This is just to say, I have eaten the plums that were in the icebox, and which you were probably saving for breakfast. Forgive me. They were delicious, so sweet and so cold.
Williams believed in the similarity between the spirit of modern man and that of the city, and he was looking for beauty, starting from the details, to reach the whole. Because, as he said, everyone knows their particularities. At times, Jarmusch fills the screen with such details: Laura's face, an image of the Passaic Falls, consecutive or overlapping, implying that this is how ideas become words. Poetry!
A similar progression from the humble to the lyrical, from the material to the transcendent, occurs in the film, as the days pass and the details digest and the words become poetry, verse by verse. Various things happen to Paterson, the bus driver. He has a rough Friday and a rough Saturday, but on Sunday things pick up. Jarmusch doesn't dramatize life. On the contrary, he creates the portrait of the artist who finds joy in his art.
Among the details that build Paterson's world, are the small gifts that Laura, his wife, puts in his suitcase. A card with a photo of Lorca, a dried flower. Life is not a drama. Even when Laura buys a Halloween guitar with black and white diamonds for several $100, disaster does not come. The film is not and does not want to be a melodrama.
Even when the accident happens and Marvin, the couple's dog, a British bulldog, eats the secret notebook, that is, the notebook where Paterson writes his poem, the end does not come. "I don't like you, Marvin," says the sympathetic Paterson. And the whole scene brings to mind the story of Ernest Hemingway and the lost suitcase.
That's all, folks, for today. If you liked our show, please give us a like and spread the news to your social network. In the next episode, we are going to search for Hemingway's lost suitcase. And just remember, for whoever finds it, the reward is still on.